Hello beautiful people, it is Amanda here from Mystical Dragon, bringing you a brand new moon magic video specifically focused on the upcoming Cancer full moon, looking at its energies specifically for you. So in this video, it is my goal, I'm going to go over when the full moon is for you. I'm going to go over what are some of the key energies and key focuses that are going to be particularly amplified at this particular full moon. And I'm also going to give you 4 suggestions of things that you might like to do, which are on a magical level to be able to utilize the energy specifically of this Cancerian full moon. So how wonderful to have this full moon. It is our first full moon for the year of 2023. And it will be on Saturday the 7th of January here in Australia, specifically at 10:09 a.m. in Australian Eastern Standard Daylight Savings Time. The UTC will be January 6th at 11:09 p.m. Now, if neither of those help you where you are, I do encourage you to go to a website called timeanddate.com. And there they actually have a moon phases section, so you can click on that and you can enter where you are, and it will actually let you know what day and what time the full moon will be specifically where you are. Now I also always like to let people know that you don't have to do your magic when the full moon is at that specifically completely full at that 10:09 time. You can do it any time for us here in Australia on January the 7th. So we actually have 3 days that it's really, that full moon energy can really be utilized, and that's the day before, the day of the full moon, and the day after the full moon are considered to be those potent full moon energy. It's like our window where we can really do our full moon work, our full moon magic, really connect with that full moon energy. So please know that, you know, you do have a little bit of a window there. So it is a Cancer full moon, and some of the key energies for that Cancer full moon, we have magic for our domestic life and home life. So anything around your family and your home, emotions, peace, love, protection, intuition, the protection specifically around friends and family will really be heightened, as well as obviously for yourself too, but you can extend that around friends and family as well. It really connects with dreams and intuition, psychic development, pregnancy, positivity, imagination. These are really some of those key energies. It also, while full moons always amplify all healing energy, the Cancer full moon will really specifically help with any healing work you want to do around your chest and your stomach especially. So that Cancer energy will really highlight and amplify that type of healing, or healing in those areas. Now, of course, full moons, we can do any kind of magic. It really is an energy that amplifies all of our magic and any intention that we might have. It is also a really great time to do things like divination, and also to charge up things like charging our crystals, charging up water from moon water, charging up sacred tools. So, you know, any of that kind of energy, full moons are great for just across the board. So some of the witchy focuses that I wanted to be able to present to you guys, just as food for thought, something that you might consider working with for yourself. So I've got 4 main areas. 1 is kitchen magic. 2 is our divination and psychic development side. 3 is working with dreams, and 4 being water and sea magic. So the kitchen magic side of things, because Cancer energy really focuses on our home life, our domestic life, you know, all that goes on within our home and household, this is a really great time to do kitchen magic. And kitchen magic is really, at its essence, it is cooking for our family, cooking for our loved ones, and really charging up that cooking, what we're making, with lots of love and positivity. So you can decide to cook specific things that contain certain herbs and plants and energies to be able to really put in certain properties and energy. For example, if you decided to say bake gingerbread cookies, and they contain things like ginger and cinnamon very much connect to things like loving connections and bringing in lots of prosperity. So if you're making gingerbread cookies, I would charge up my ginger and my cinnamon especially with that intent of loving connections, strengthening those loving connections, everyone feeling love and nurtured, and also bringing lots of prosperity in for everybody that eats my gingerbread cookies. So I also work with the goddess Bridget when I am doing my kitchen magic. So you might like to call in goddess Bridget into your kitchen and ask her to bring blessings to your food as well, to add energy to what you are doing for yourself in the kitchen at home. Divination and psychic development. This is definitely a really great time to do some divination, perhaps looking ahead at the year ahead if you haven't already done that. So really you could do a 12-month spread, have a look at, you know, what are you looking at? What kind of theme is going on for each month? Are there challenges? Are there things you should be aware of as you move into each of those months? So this can be a really great time around this full moon to actually look ahead at that, or even look ahead at the next maybe month if you prefer to look shorter term rather than too longer term, too far forward. Call on psychic goddesses like Goddess Isis, Goddess Hecate, the Goddess Selene. Really beautiful energies to call in when we're doing any of our divination work. Light silver candles, light white candles. You can charge them up with your intent of wanting to feel really connected to your intuition, for the divination to really flow beautifully, for you to have lots of wonderful clear guidance and insight coming through. The god Odin is also a really great god energy if you'd prefer some masculine, or you like to call in both a female and a male divinity to work with to bring in a bit of balance in energy. He's a really great one. He created the runes, so I know those of you that love to work with runes, he's especially a good one to call in when you're working with the runes. And I also have some spells that are specifically around strengthening our intuition. That is on Mystical Dragons Book of Shadows. That's available free on our website at mysticaldragon.com.au, and we have a tab there, Book of Shadows. If you click on that, there's about 40 spells there, but there are some that are specific around psychic development if you want a step-by-step spell to be guided through there. Dreams is another really great focus. Being able to connect with our dreams, remembering our dreams, you know, having that real more conscious connection with our dreams and even starting to understand them. That is a really great focus for this Cancer full moon. So working on things like getting good sleep helps with dreams. So if you're not having good sleep, you could make this a focus for this full moon. Being able to remember your dreams, and as I said, helping to interpret them as well. So for that type of a focus, I would suggest things like diffusing some lavender and chamomile oils before bed, or just choosing one of those to diffuse. Start the diffuser a good half an hour before you're going to go to bed so that it has time for that beautiful scent and its energy to really get moved around the whole of your room, kind of envelope the room, really be able to bring in that wonderful, relaxed, soft atmosphere. Think about having something like a chamomile tea before bed. That one, I would suggest do that at least an hour before bed so that the chamomile can really start to relax you, get you in that real sleepy space so that you are ready for bed when it's time to go to bed. Obviously do sensible things like, you know, go off your screens at that time as well. All those sorts of things so you can disconnect, you can allow your mind to start to wind down and slow down, ready for a good night's sleep as well. I would suggest programming a crystal or two to have with you in bed. So something like a moonstone, a selenite, an amethyst, or a clear quartz. One of those would be really ideal to program, asking your crystal to please assist you with having dreams that you remember, being able to remember remember them, and even being able to interpret and understand what is going on. Why am I having this dream? What does it mean? What's the meaning behind it? The significance behind it. And then make sure to put that at least somewhere around your bed, whether you pop it in your pillow slip or have it on your bedside table, so that that energy can also be around you. It's in your aura and able to work with you while you're sleeping. Of course, make sure you have your dream journal with you as well. So have that nearby, because then when you wake up, the first thing you want to do is you want to reach for your dream journal and your pen and be jotting down anything or at all that you remember from your sleep and from your dreams. So that would be, even if it's just very vague rememberings that you're having, I would suggest to you, jot them down, because the more that you do that, the more you get this stuff written down, the more you train your mind that this is what you're going to do. You are going to remember your dreams and you are going to jot everything that you remember down. Then the more that your mind kind of goes, oh, this is what you want to do. Okay, then I can work with that. And, you know, you'll remember more and you'll put more down. And then, of course, once you've got the dream down itself, if you're getting inclinations about what certain parts of the dream means, then start jotting that down as well, so that, you know, you don't lose that either, because sometimes that can be just as light and ethereal as the dream itself. So make sure you jot all that stuff down. Don't think you're going to remember it later, because it often is out of your mind within an hour or two or by the end of the day. So jot it all down. And even if you don't understand what it means at the time, when you come back to it, you might remember. Or you can start doing meditations where you focus on perhaps starting to, okay, you know, bring in some guidance, call in certain divinities, angels, energies that can help you with being able to interpret your dreams down the track. So dreams is a good focus for this Cancer moon. And the last one I wanted to suggest to you is water or sea magic, because Cancer is a water sign. It has a really strong connection with water, therefore the sea. This can be a really good time to do some water magic or some sea magic. So for those sea witches out there, you know, this is a time to embrace that side of you, whether it is that you just want to simply go and visit the beach and have a walk on the beach. It's so clearing and cleansing just walking on the beach. Whether you're going to collect seawater, perhaps specifically to make as a basis, or use as a basis for your moon water, or for cleansing your crystals with, or for doing something else specifically on a magical level at home, that can be a really positive thing to do. I also suggest things like focus some magic around maybe soaking in the bath if you want to embrace this side. So for instance, a focus that came to me as being a really good one for this Cancer moon would be focusing on clearing any toxic negative energy out of your aura. Stuff that we tend to kind of soak up from, you know, maybe people making negative comments and not being so positive around us. Maybe we have a not so good work environment, or have just recently had, you know, an angry or upsetting experience. That can all kind of be soaked away with a bath that clears away toxic energy, and also to strengthen our aura, so therefore strengthening some of our natural protection that we have as well. So for that kind of a bath, I would certainly suggest having an oil blend to add to the water. Something like, I would say, like a chamomile and lemon would be a really beautiful blend, or something like, say, a frankincense and lavender, because with those two blends, you've got a soft, nurturing side to the oils, and you also have a really healing, clearing and strengthening side to the oils. So that's why I'm feeling those ones, but you do what you feel kind of called to do, or maybe do some research for yourself and figure out what blend you would like to use. I would call on a divinity like the goddess Sekhmet or the goddess Kuan Yin, or work with energies like Archangel Michael or Archangel Raphael, who are really wonderful energies when it comes to specifically doing that protective side of things, being able to, you know, strengthen and protect and heal your aura, your protection. So they would be really great. You could once again charge up and light up white or silver candles, or if there's another color you're really feeling called to. If we've got a Sekhmet, I would probably maybe look at even a gold candle if you work with her. She's very much a golden red goddess and brings in that strength and healing through those colors, I feel. So kind of go with what you're feeling called on that level. And do a beautiful soak. Have a conversation with whichever energy and divinity you feel guided to call on. You know, you can do extra actual protective work. So maybe do a little meditation while you're in the bath. Set in your protection in place, purposely clearing energy ties, purposely clearing energy, having a conversation with whichever divinity, asking for guidance around how can I lessen the fact that I'm absorbing these energies? How can I strengthen my protection on a regular basis? Have those kinds of conversations. And make sure that when you do hop out of the bath and you pull the plug, I always like to focus on seeing any negative energy that's been absorbed by the water, seeing that all kind of drain right down the plug hole and being gone for good. It's done, it's gone. So that's just 4 suggestions that you might consider. I'm not saying do all 4 of those, but you might consider perhaps working with one, or turning one of those ideas into something of your own that you can work with at this full moon. Do remember, Mystical Dragon also, we have spell boxes. We have, I think there's about 16 spell boxes we have now with different spell focuses. You can buy them with all that you need inside of them and the spell instructions ready to go. They're available in both on our e-store and in-store at our physical store in Seaford in Victoria, Australia, obviously. We also do our full moon spell boxes, which come out once a month. We don't have one for January, but we will be releasing our February one in probably the next week, so look out for that. That'll be focused around February's full moon energy, and that has your spell, all the guidance on how to do it, all the ingredients that you need in the box, plus I bring out one of these videos for you to guide you through that specific spell that's in the box as well. And of course, Mystical Dragon sells all of your spell needs. We sell essential oils and herbs and crystals, mortar and pestles, chalices, cauldrons, you name it. We have it in stock. So check out our e-store and come in-store and check out what we have as well. You'll find all the links to our website and various aspects of our website down below in the description from this video. But I am totally wishing you guys a really beautiful full moon experience. The Cancer energy is so soft and nurturing and beautiful, but don't underestimate its softness, because it can be a really powerful, really healing, really breakthrough kind of time with that Cancerian full moon. So you might find that it becomes a really powerful soul shifting period for you, if that's something that you're ready for, and you know, kind of comes through at the right time. Universe brings it to you. So wishing you beautiful full moon experience, sending out lots of full moon blessings, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.